welcome to the Counterattack Playthrough Series. Playing Fields of Fire, World War II campaign, first scenario, turn 6. First thing we got to do is check for a higher headquarters event. There is not one. Draw for our company headquarters. Oh, that's a bad one. So it's modified down to 0. However, when you're drawing on the helmet, the minimum's 1. So the CO gets 1 activation, has 1 command saved. Oh, that's too bad. I wanted to designate a casualty collection point, but I'm going to wait until I can get some more commands. Those casualties we have in the battle, they're not going to get out anytime soon anyway. Okay, so what is the CO going to do? Well, he's in radio contact with 1st Platoon over there, and with 2nd Platoon, he can't actually talk to 2nd Platoon or, without a radio, because they're in cover. So they're at a location, maybe they're on the other side of a hedgerow from him or something like that. So, so I need a radio or to go into the cover with that unit to give them an order. But we'll go ahead and activate 1st and 2nd Platoon with our 1 command plus our saved command. So that's 0 saved commands. So we'll go ahead and process 1st Platoon. 4 minus 1 is 3. Okay, well that's good. 1st Platoon has no saved actions. The only commands that are saved are XO and 1st Sergeant each have 3. So we've been using them up pretty quickly. What does 1st Platoon wish to do? Well, they have some of their units up here on the primary objective. We want to take the secondary objective. We need to take this church too. I'm inclined to let 2nd Platoon take the church. They'll be coming up from this direction. So maybe 1st Platoon will continue to sort of dig in by going into cover, and we'll send someone over to inspect the hedgerow over there. That's our secondary objective. So 3 commands. It's a lot to do with just 3 commands. I think for starters, so we have these guys in these trenches. I think I want to leave the mortars there, and I'll take a bazooka team. I think I'm going to order, what else do we have here? I'm going to leave the machine guns there with the mortars in these trenches. So they're just going to try to hold that location. And then we'll use 1st command to send this bazooka up to here. And I think I'll have it go into the cover. Yeah, it'll go into the cover. I actually need to mark it as exposed. So we'll take the guy that's here, big mess here. So the bazooka's exposed. We'll put this guy on top, but the CO is going to go up there too. But first he's going to order this squad this way. So I'll move the CO up here now, put it under the exposed marker with the bazooka. Put this squad that's carrying a rifle grenade on top since it's not exposed. They're all under that cover. Okay, so and then this guy moved into the secondary objective. I'm being a little less cautious since we're past the halfway mark in the scenario. So normally I would probably send in just an assault team up there. Okay, so they're exposed and on that card. So that was 1st Platoon, all their actions. So 2nd Platoon, they got a 2. 3 minus 1 is 2. They are back here. Now they've been feeding units into this battle, trying to get an advantage over there. We currently have automatic weapons fire. I don't think we're going to be able to get anything stronger in there with it. So what do we want to do here? Well, I want to take that church. We've already taken the farm, so we're pretty good there. So what do we have set up in here? We have 1 squad left with the leader here, and we have 2 commands. So I suppose I'm going to be a little cautious, and I'm going to have the squad split off an assault team for 1 command. There's the assault team. And then I'm going to order the assault team forward. Okay, so that's all of second platoon's commands. Now we go to general initiative, or initiative phase, I should say. I still have not been able to get a good draw on third platoon down here, but at least third platoon headquarters is back with its troops. We drew a 3 minus 1 is 2, could have been worse. Well, that's enough to do a platoon move. I think we'll do that. We'll do a platoon move, a little risky. Gonna go skirt the battle here and go join this other unit of third platoon. They're all exposed here. But the platoon is pulled back together now, other than the units that have gone up into this battle here. Okay, so third platoon's done. The XO gains a command, as well as the first sergeant. First sergeant can save a command, so I'll do that. It has 4 saved commands. Guess he's not going to really do much. You know, there's not a really crazy battle right now, so I figure I just have him kick back. At some point, I'll probably move, you know, some of those senior staff or company staff, like over to join this machine gun and mortar, so they can command them in the event of, you know, enemies cropping up over here. In fact, why don't I do that actually? So instead of saving that command, we'll have the first sergeant order this machine gun to move over here. And then order himself to go with. So that's 2 commands. So he used his 1 command plus spent a save command. So he's now at 2 save commands. And then the XO, he'll move over to join those guys in the trenches. So maybe he'll take care of commanding them. He's going to go underneath since he's got an exposed marker. Okay, so everyone's moved or used their commands. So I guess next is the enemy headquarters check. Luckily no headquarters event. Then we check the enemy activity here. They're pinned and undercover on a US card. Draw 1 to 5. 5. Let's see, that is fall back. Okay, so they lose their pin status because they're now going to figure out how to move back. And they're going to fall back 1 card to here. As they do so, they become exposed. Okay, and also as that happens, their PDF follows with them, so they're firing still down at the Americans. They're no longer pinned, so they're up to automatic weapons fire. I'm just going to go confirm that's true, that they lose their pin status. I believe it is, though, because they're moving. Now the American situation, so this assault team has automatic weapons, but they're point blank, so they only fire within here. Small arms, long range. These guys, yeah, nothing to, they're still pinned. So this converts to small arms because this guy can't actually fire into this other location. So these guys are receiving small arms. Now, one interesting problem for the Germans in this case is they are no longer on a card with American units. So look over here. These Americans have line of sight. These ones have line of sight. These ones have line of sight. And the ones back this way have line of sight too, although that was a, oh no, that's a squad. Wow. So yeah, these Germans are going to be in a world of hurt here. So first off, first third platoon immediately opens fire. And what's their best weapon? That's not grenade, is automatic weapons from their machine gun. So this converts to automatic weapons. That's the best fire going out from any American unit. It's coming from two directions. So that adds a crossfire. So yeah, those guys falling back, not a good choice on their, definitely not a good choice. Now, unfortunately, I'm going to end up spending a lot of ammo because these guys open fire, and I believe, let's see, do they have a machine gun in here? Nope, it's all small arms. Nope. Oh, 50 cal. Now this is a heavy weapon. It's moving. It has a tripod, so it will not open fire. It's not set up. I know it's not set up because there's an exposed marker on it. So they're going to have small arms going that way, which it doesn't really affect the battle other than, is another PDF going that way. Up here, we have an assault team, so they're not going to fire. Back here, though, these scouts up here, they are also firing. They are small arms. So unfortunately, everyone's opened up on those guys. And this might show why you allocate certain commands to smoke and flares and stuff, because the entire battlefield is firing now. Okay. So that was the enemy activity check. Now we will move into what's it called? Potential contact markers resolution. So we have two potential contact markers. We have this church here, and the secondary objective I'm going to call secondary objective 2, church 1. 1 to 2 draw. I got a 2. So we're going to see if there's a potential contact up here. It's category B. Category B, when there's just regular old enemy contact, that's 5 cards to draw. So 1 is cover, 2 nothing, 3 nothing, 4 nothing, here, cover, 5 rally. So wow, I'm really lucking out. So we cleared the secondary objective. So to win the game, all we have to do is clear these 2 A level guys that remain, and I guess survive to the end of the scenario, turn 10, I think. Okay, so now this one, still at contact, it's grade A, looks like 7 cards. So we're gonna do 2 at a time with one hand. Got nothing and rally, that's 2 cards. Got a 3rd card with nothing and a shuffle the deck. 4th and 5th, rally and nothing. 6th and 7th, contact, there we go. So before I process this contact, I did something really dumb. You probably spotted it already, that when those Germans fell back, they fell back onto a card with Americans. This cover has the same color as the potential contact markers, which is unfortunate. So I guess my brain just kind of hid it from me. So what happens? Now, first off, I need to make sure that when they fall back, it's okay to fall back into an enemy unit. So I'll look that up. But if they do, these guys won't fire on Americans. These guys won't fire on Americans. These guys won't fire on Americans. And finally, these guys won't. So the PDF is only coming down this way. But that's actually not true. So let's get the crossfire off. There's no crossfire. And what would happen is these guys open fire on each other. So here I'll just swap their positions. So automatic weapons onto the Americans and small arms onto the Germans. But I'm going to go look that up to make sure fallback, they don't try to go around enemies when they're falling back. But if that's a legit fallback, I think it's been corrected now. Okay, so I will look that up though after resolving the potential contact for, yeah, these guys. Actually, not those guys. It's the church. Okay, so that was an A grade contact. Doing a 1 in 10. We got a 9. A 9 on the potential contact A chart is maneuver. 15 maneuver. I don't know what that is. Let me go look that up. So the squad in question that is doing the maneuver, I randomly drew from a selection of squads per the rules. It's this platoon here. Has a machine gun counter on it, but it's not going to track ammunition. This is a squad with some automatic weapons, so we don't track ammunition specifically for those. Okay, so then I need to randomly draw a placement. So on 1 to 10, we got a 10. That is right front at max line of sight. So if this is the starting card, move this up a little bit. This is the starting card, max line of sight. Well, normally it would be here because of the hill. Oh, actually, there's a hill. So I was going to say, if this is just a marsh, not on a hill. I guess if I was in the church tower, it's potential to have be a church tower here. If I was in a church tower, I think I'd be able to see over the marsh, but it doesn't matter. There's a hill here. So max line of sight is that hill, which means this guy is going to try to infiltrate onto this card from off map. So he's going to draw 2 cards, seeing if he's infiltrated, looking for the little sneaky icon. Nope. So he successfully moves in, but is exposed. And let's see, what do we got going on here? That's a American squad up there, so he opens fire. And then, yeah, that's the only American squad opening fire. So that would be small arms coming in on this guy. Now this guy has 2 choices on who to fire back on. So I need to figure out how I determine that. I'm guessing it's random. So the maneuver package actually says you do not place a PDF. So these guys infiltrated onto this card towards the battle, and they're not going to place a PDF. They will place it after combat is resolved, because there are enemy units nearby. Okay, so that was fun. Okay, we cleared this A off of the church, so that's good. I think it's time to resolve battle. We'll go ahead and do this guy first, since he's been a thorn in my side for a while. Okay, so we have fire coming from multiple directions. Some of it is through white edges, so the open edges. So it's going to be +1 defense. -1, 2, 3, 4. So it's going to be -3. -3 is a hit. A hit on a line quality unit is LC. This is a single step unit, so we use the L. It is converted to a litter team. Let me go dig one of those out. So these are basically, you know, guys just worrying about getting wounded off the battlefield. So they're bogged down, helping with their wounded. Okay, and they are pinned, so the exposed marker comes off. Now they were firing on this guy down here, or these guys. So we have 3 units here. Let's do the pinned one first. 2, 3, 2. Oh, I forgot they left those foxholes there. So 2 is pinned, so he's still pinned. We'll do the assault team, so that's +1. +1 is a hit. Uh-oh. A hit on a line unit is a C. Well, that is another casualty. Taking him out, unfortunately. This guy here. He is also +1 hit. Ouch. It's a C. So this step takes a step loss and another casualty. Ooh, this area is pretty bloody here. So he's pinned. So they're all pinned. Might as well just stack them up. Okay. Nothing else is going on here, so I can adjust things. So this guy no longer even firing, so automatic weapons volume of fire comes off there. PDF disappears. Now these guys are all pinned, but still firing. Everyone's still firing up that way. Okay. Just a moment. Let me record some things here. Basically what I'm recording, it's kind of hard to see here, but these are first squad and second squad of second platoon. Each took a casualty in that engagement. Just recording that for end of scenario. Okay, so we have another battle to take care of up here. So this guy infiltrated onto this marshy hill. He's taking small arms fire. It's +1, -2, so that's -1. -1 is a miss. So he lucked out. So now we adjust things. He's going to open fire on whatever has the most steps in line of sight. So what do we have here? This guy's 3 steps. This guy's 1 step. So he opens fire on this guy. He has automatic weapons fire. So we'll throw that down here. But that doesn't happen now. That's happening at the end of combat because he came onto the board moving, not ready to fire. That's my reading of the maneuver rule. Okay, so now we'll go ahead and just get rid of all the exposed markers. Got quite a few of them now. Okay, that looks to be the end of the turn. I'll just do this off camera since it's so awkward to bring it on, but let's see. So basically, well, it doesn't matter anymore, but that machine gun finally used its last bit of ammo. It doesn't matter anymore because it's a litter team now. And we have a third platoon's machine gun was firing for the first time. So let's see here. They have 4 shots available, so they've used 1 of those. And last bit is to record the turn is over. There's only 4 turns left. We're looking pretty good. We have to capture 1 more location to have met all the objectives. See you on the next time.